Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle Melville Cashan from Sexual Health Alliance. We are preparing for our third annual business summit coming up in September, and one of our presenters will be Dr. Sonya Maya. So I'd like to introduce her quickly. Dr. Sonya Maya is a Shaw certified sex therapist, a psychotherapist, and content creator with a large social media following. She has been posting about sex ed for approximately 4 years on various platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. She goes live on social media multiple days a week with intimacy trivia and collaborates with sexual health creators. She has presented for the Villanova University Human Sexuality Masters Program workshop and is a member and presenter for the National Coalition for Sexual Health. So welcome, Dr. Sonya Maya. So
Thank you.
her You're welcome. Her presentation title is going to be The Importance of Clitorate Yet Ethical Clinical Conversations on Social Media and Navigating Censorship. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about what you're going to be talking about at the Business Summit?
Yeah, absolutely. I noticed that a lot of clinicians don't talk about the incorporation of social media with their clinical work. So I'm going to be talking about tips and what I've learned when it comes to being a therapist and also being a content creator. So that means ethical ways to go about posting content on social media because it's kind of a new thing that this generation is dabbling with, and it's a lot of trial and error. But I'm also going to be talking about considerations about when you're talking to other clinicians or other therapists and what that's like, because they might not be as interested or educated, or they might have a narrative that's stigmatizing when it comes to these topics. So I'm going to help people cope ahead for navigating those particular circumstances. And I'm also going to be diving deep on what I've learned about the difficulties of being a content creator in a world where it's so stigmatized, such as the obstacles that you may face, like with
Yeah.
censorship and that kind of thing, which can be really frustrating, but it's still very worth it. So, going to try to motivate people, but also help them, navigate some of the blocks in the road that I actually came about, things that I wish I knew 4 years ago.
Yeah, and this is such an important topic. I know even at Sexual Health Alliance, we are always struggling with censorship on social media. No matter what platform it is, we always have to try to stay up to date.
Yeah,
And something might change, and then we have to go edit things, and it's always a challenge for us. So, this is going to be really fascinating and I think very helpful for our audience to hear.
that's great to hear. I hope so.
Yes. All right. So before we go, I would like for you to give your number one tip for someone who wants to get into content creation in the sexuality industry.
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing that comes to mind is authenticity, really being yourself, which for some people might be kind of difficult because they might see other content creators that have potentially this like acting mechanism going on. But I do recommend being yourself because it's going to be so draining to put on an act and pretend to be someone that you're not. And you might find that it's easier to actually relate to your audience as well when you're more yourself. And I'm also really silly, so I make sure to incorporate that in my content, and that makes it more fun because of course when you're having fun while you're doing it, it's going to be more motivating and people are going to remember if they're laughing while they're learning as well.
Yes, I love that tip. That's so great because I think if you're not being authentic, you're going to get burnt out really quick and it's going
Yeah,
to feel more like a chore than something fun and like engaging that you're doing to help other people. So I love that tip.
thanks. Cool.
All right. So if people want to learn more about you, where can they find you?
So I post on TikTok almost daily. It's Sonya_Maya. And my Instagram is also Sonya Maya without the underscore. So I post on there pretty regularly. I also have a YouTube channel. It's Sonya Maya Psychology. And I do go live a few days a week doing intimacy trivia. So that's where to find me. I also have a new website that is started. It's sonyamaya.com.
I love it. Perfect. And we will put links to all of that in the description below the video. We'll also have a link if you'd like to purchase tickets to the Shaw Annual Business Summit. It's an online event happening September 14th and 15th. Anyone in the world can attend, and it's open to anyone who is interested in the sexuality industry. So that could be sex therapists, counselors, educators. It could also be people who are interested in like sex tech and other things like that. So we hope to see you there. You can buy your tickets at sexualhealthalliance.com. And thank you again, Dr. Sonya Maya.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm really looking forward to the seminar. Very excited.
Yes, me too. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.